Hello and welcome back to episode 8 of The Nameless. I'm Ross, your host and game master, and I am once again joined by Tuglo playing Tuglo, Baguette playing Asterius. Just a reminder, we do have our little after show called Downtime Dialogues where we discuss decisions, mechanics, and what if scenarios. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Also hit the bell if you're watching live and follow on Twitch to catch us live Mondays around 12:30 a.m. CST. Also remember to follow and sub to Tuglo. He does mainly Uma Musume content and some other general gaming. His links are in the description, or !Tug in Twitch for his links. But enough of that, I'm spinning a fear to roll the intro and warm up the spotlight. Last time, after essentially saving Keelong on the low, you went to the king, sent you on an errand after you had a little trouble with the guards in an investigation. As recompense, he asked you to help with a favor, and so y'all took off towards the village of Breeze, which is like a Simia village. It's kind of like the same kind of people as Samlin. You had a fight in the mountain pass. You went into a cave and defeated a Hydra. And then when you finally did make it to the the village of Breeze, Tug came over the mountain and saw a battle going on. So she got everybody up there. You fought Jasper, who was a bad guy from many moons ago. You were able to defeat him, but now you're all standing there, exhausted, out of breath, hurt, and you see Samlin, who's kind of started to walk towards the like all the injured Simeon. You look around, there's a good 20, 25 Simia on the ground. And Samlin turns to y'all and he's like, we have to try to help them. What do you do? You see a Samlin like runs over and starts trying to like administer first aid to someone.
I'm gonna try and do the same. I'm gonna run towards the center of the plaza of the village. And while I'm running there, I'm just gonna scan around me to see who seems to be the most injured and try and help them.
Okay, give me 1 second. Actually made an environment for this. So you can make a instinct or knowledge roll as you're going around. And what are you looking for?
I'm looking for one blood.
Okay.
So people.
Are you looking for like the
most
most injured or the least injured?
No. The most injured.
The most injured. Okay. Yeah, instinct or knowledge.
Yeah. First roll of the night, baby.
Elias is sitting on the ground with Captain Jeremy laying there. You know, she's hurt, but she's back up. And she's like, Tug, please go help. I'll take care of Captain Jeremy. Keep him stabilized. Y'all, please try to help these people.
If you say so, Telius. And so I will,
What'd you get, Baguette?
A 13 with hope.
13 with hope? Okay.
I'll follow in suit, and I'll go look to, I kind of see Az looking around to help somebody, and I'll look for the second most injured person to help them out.
All right.
I'm like, I go right, Mislo can go left, spread out.
Okay. Go ahead and if you're doing the same type of thing, you can make the same roll.
Did a 19 with fear.
A 19 with fear. Okay. As you're looking around, and it's really hard to tell who's the most hurt. There's a lot of blood everywhere. But you do go and begin to administer first aid to someone. A 19 with fear, Tug, you do find someone who looks like they are in a very harsh condition. I would say, if you'd like to, this would be critical condition. So as y'all come to these people, a finesse or knowledge roll to try to help these individuals. And this is a countdown, by the way. And you have one success.
Did he crit?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh
I got
my
a double
god.
10. I got a double 10. Let's go.
I think we're gonna need a dice cam soon for this man.
For real. All right, Tug, what wounds has this person sustained, and how are you going to help them?
To me, it seems that they've got multiple deep cuts from what looks to be sword slashes and, potential stabs, cuts on the arms, legs, chest, everywhere, And so I do my best to kind of bandage up their wounds, apply the pressure where it needs to be, and then I just kind of speak some, as a bard, I'll speak some potential life and comfort and aid into them, maybe with Emus's blessing to either bring them back to life or guide them into a safer place to the end.
All right. What'd you
I
get?
rolled a 20 with the hope.
20 with
on
hope.
both,
Awesome.
yes.
Take your hope. And as a result, because you, well, let me just bank the fear for now. So as you come up to this one Simia on the ground, what do you see wrong with him, and how do you help?
I see that he's hurt, and in my mind, I know I don't have. No, come on, man, give me a break. We talked about this at the end of the last episode. No, you smirk, and I saw Tug smirk as well. Okay,
Bro, I literally
yeah,
only smirked because I heard Jam's laugh. That's the only reason why. You do what you
Give me
gotta
a
do.
break.
Anyway.
I see that person, and the best thing that cover your fucking mouth. I don't want to see it. I have no real medical skills when it comes to helping someone that's not me, not of mechanical nature. So I grab that person and I run as fast as I can to Miss Lowe, so that she can take care of him better than I can.
Okay. Samlin's also going to
You know, Baguette, I thought about it from way back in the beginning when we first started playing. You know how you would shake everybody's hand with your left hand? I started laughing because I was like, I see that they're gravely injured, so I go to shake their hand.
No. This is for later in the episode.
You see as Samlin's like kind of darting between. Samlin's looking for those that are maybe less injured to maybe help rouse them to help with everyone else as well. As he's like checking on some of the more less critical folks.
Smart move by Samlin.
What else? What else are y'all doing?
Apparently, I have to take care of this person that Az just gave to me, so I gotta. Is that
while he does that, I'm gonna go.
No? James.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for any wounded child.
You do see. You do not see any children.
Okay.
It would appear that most of the Semia that are in this area are adult fighting age. You don't see any elderly or children.
Oh.
What'd you get?
20 with hope.
20 with hope, okay. Take your hope, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to roll to look and see that there's not any children or elderly.
Okay. I'm just gonna do the same stuff. Use Miss Lowe as a triage station, and bet on her that she can only focus on taking care of them people instead of running around and such.
Okay. Give me a strength roll if you don't mind, as you're trying to pull as many of these critical condition folks to her as you can.
22 with fear.
22 with fear, okay. So, y'all manage, it takes you several minutes, but you manage to kind of consolidate the most injured into like a triage area. And you're able to get help for a good amount because, you know, of the 20, half of them were in a serious condition. There were some that you were unable to save, but you were able to, more than half you were able to bring from the brink of death. And as you guys are, you know, some of the other Simia have gotten up and, you know, they're expressing their gratitude in between running and fetching supplies and trying to take care of those that are more hurt than they are. You hear like the shifting of stone as you see like a part of the rock kind of in the side of this village shift to the side, and you see some Simia heads poking out, and they as the slab slides open to the side, you see a multitude of Simia, you know, children, elders, also just other Simia coming out of this cave, and they immediately begin to check on the, you know, the people of their village, and they come to you, and their leader, a female Simia, and this, she's more like a gorilla Simia, so she's pretty big. She's bigger than all of you actually, but she's old. You can tell that she is well up in years. And she approaches and she's like, as y'all are like huddled down trying to heal people, she comes up and she's like, I don't know how to thank you or repay you for helping us. What are your names? Who are you?
Go ahead, Ez. I'm working on healing people.
I know. Oh, give me a second. Let me get into my character, goddammit. Hi. I'm Mysterious. Awkwardly, there is no need for thanks. Since we came out here to fetch your help, I think we can work something out. Even though, you know, we're not gonna ask for anything because we helped you. It was a pretty dire situation, and one of the person that was here to assault you was somebody we were looking to get rid of, an evil of this world. I am part of the Nameless company, association, gathering of souls.
She's like, we greatly appreciate. And as she's talking, Samlin runs over and he's like, Gale. And she looks and she's, you know, you see a look of recognition in her face. And she's like, she's like, hello, you, I see you're from Terra. And he's like, oh yeah, what happened? And she's like, well, we were just, you know, going about life as normal, and then they just kind of showed up. You know, we have warding magics that tend to keep most things away, but somehow they just appeared here in the village and began to slaughter us. I tried to take, the elderly and the young into the cave to try to, give them a chance, and she kind of looks around. She's like, I fear without your intervention, we would have been next. But, what reason did you come?
Me and Az still have the mental link, and as I'm just working on trying to administer aid, I tell Az telepathically, it's by request of the king to help clear the path from Breeze to Keelong.
What is your name again, Miss Man?
Oh, my apologies. My name is Gale. I'm
Miss,
the leader of Breeze.
Miss Man, Leader Gale. It is by request of the king that we have been sent to this village that we've been sent to clear a path to this village, as it appeared it was heavily restricted, and our travel here proved that point. But before anything else, I heard you mention that that these foes appeared out of nowhere in the village. Is that correct?
Yes.
I tell Miss Lowe through the mental link that has to be another one of those sprouts somewhere in the village or in the vicinity.
Whenever I get done here, I think we should take a look together. Unless you want to start on it now. But I do think that I do think the same thing.
Okay. And I start talking back to Leader Gale. So yes, it is by request of the king that we've been sent here. Maybe we have representatives of the kingdom's guard here with us, Captain Jeremy and a squire named Thelius.
The squire. I love it.
You might be able to have a talk with them, but they've also been hurt pretty bad. So you might have to wait a little bit.
Because that's understandable. I think there's some work to be done before we get to those points. If you wouldn't mind, of course, make yourself at home. Y'all are more than welcome to stay the night or however long it takes for your members of your party to become healthy again. But
that would be very much appreciated. Yes,
we have to get to the unfortunate part of things like this. And as she's saying that, a couple of Simia come over with like stretchers, and like they're putting the dead onto the stretchers and carrying them away. And she's like, we'll hold a ceremony tonight to honor them, but for now my village needs me, so I'll take my leave. And she kind of does a little bow and heads off to try to help direct some of what's going on.
I bow back kind of awkwardly, but I do, and I'm go back to Samlin and Mislo. See how they're doing.
Tuglo, how are you doing?
I'm stressed. I have all these people that I'm taking care of that I wasn't prepared
And
for.
there are other Simia that have come to join you, especially like
Right,
once
right.
the cave opened up.
Mhm.
So like essentially you are freed from that specific task, I would say.
Beautiful. Then I'm relieved now because I can finally, so be at ease, if you will. Post fight, post trying to administer aid. Now I can, whew, take a breather for myself. As she had made mentions of they just appeared out of nowhere. I think we, at least for the time being, should at least scour the area and see if we can find anything.
Yes, that would be pretty important. But as Luke said, you and try to gauge the severity of your wounds, and and I'm also looking at myself, and I tell Mislo, maybe we do this, but before we do this, we take a little rest. What do you say? Or you think it's critical enough that if there is one out there, it would be used again within like the confines of the day?
I think it could be scary enough to say that they could, because if they sent Jasper, who might they send next? They may send Jasper 2.0. I ain't ready for that. So I mean,
you might be right.
If anything, we can look around, gather ourselves, and then, rest immediately after finding it.
Maybe do a small rest.
Oh, well, if we're gonna rest, we may as well do a long rest. I'd rather not waste the opportunity. Would you like to take a rest first and then search afterwards? Is that what you'd like to do?
Honestly, yes.
Okay,
I'd rather take the risk because I'm in such a bad shape.
Okay, let's do that. Then we'll gather around with. Well, I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna go over to where Teleus is with Captain Jeremy and go take a long rest near them.
I'll say at this point, Captain Jeremy has probably been kind of moved with all the other injured that aren't able to get up and move. But yeah, y'all can definitely do a rest. Are you doing a long rest or a short rest?
Long.
Okay.
So this is an active...
Because you got here... Because it's nighttime, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah.
We came in...
Y'all pushed through the night to get there.
Yeah, so it would have been like...
It's nighttime. So yeah, you can long rest till morning.
I think I'm gonna use one of my potion of stability to have myself an additional downtime move.
Cool.
I'm gonna do the same.
Potion of stability on use. Take one additional downtime mode.
So armor.
Does anybody have an armor stitcher?
No,
I
used mine. a couple sessions back.
Armor. HP.
Samlin's got one armor slot marked. But that'd be alright.
And I can prepare with somebody.
I can't prepare. I did HP and stress.
I have 5. I was going to use my extra downtime to craft a potion.
Well, in this case, I can just prepare by myself. Give me a hook.
Okay.
Jam, that okay? I said I wanted to craft a potion with my extra downtime slot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
Which, what are you making? Health potion? Or a stamina?
I was gonna do a normal potion for 80 gold.
Alright.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
After some of the chaos dies down, you're able to go to like a little apothecary and get some herbs and whatnot and make you a potion.
Beautiful. You know, seeing the lack thereof that we had, it made me it made me realize our supplies may be a bit lower than I would like, so I take that time to craft a potion. And also, you know, in my own notes, just journal throughout, you know, keeping tally of what's been going on, you know, whether it be more so for the king or whether it be for the order. Either one, you know, I just feel it be my duty to do so that way I can continue the path that Emis has laid for me.
Cool. As y'all are kind of sitting around, Samlin kind of approaches, I guess you as, and he's like, why didn't we tell him about the gauntlets, that we need to get those while we're here?
Yeah, well, I don't know how unrespectful or respectful it would be to ask for such a thing in such a critical moment. I felt like the timing was off. You know, things needed to be cooled down a little bit.
Okay.
It's one of those talks that I would probably have too much of a hard time having by myself when our speaker was busy taking care of wounded people. I felt a little bit alone in that moment. I didn't want to take responsibility. You know that.
Well, you know, you did, in a way. You started,
I didn't have the choice.
Dragging people over to Tug for her to, you know, you did good. And he kind of pats you on the back.
Thank you, Semler. That's not my back.
Pats you in your fucking crankshaft.
No,
he flicks your nuts.
The fuck? It go ding.
But Samlin's like, he said, I do want to say thank you for helping save my people. This isn't my village, but these are my people, and I appreciate both of you helping.
Well, of course, I mean, what did you expect us to leave those poor people get assaulted by this specific individual?
Well, I'd hope not, but you know. shut up and take the compliment as.
Okay, sounds good.
There you
I
go.
pat you back on, and I pat you back on the back.
He turns and you flick his nuts, and he turns to you.
No!
He turns to you, Tuglo, and
What
he's
the
like, "Yeah,
fuck?
we'll teach him one day."
Yeah, one day he'll learn, but I guess today is not that day.
And also just a small matter, the whip.
It's still
Until-
there. It hasn't moved.
Well, until there is so in the fiction, it's not going to stay there permanently forever. As of right now, I would say it's still there, but you know,
We
you
gonna
have to
go
do
get
something
it.
with it.
Yeah, we gonna go get it. Don't worry. We
When?
gonna get that motherfucker. After my potion making, after the long rest, before the campfire. Damn, I shouldn't have said campfire. Before the ritual for them to honor the dead. In my head, they were gonna just burn their bodies. That's why I said campfire.
So essentially, a long rest is 8 hours, right? So 8 hours or whatever. So
we can still do stuff.
the rest, but essentially during the rest you can't do stuff. It's kind of like what it is. It's not like
Okay.
so. I'm asking you, what are your intentions with this whip?
To go get it and claim it and take it for ourselves.
Okay. Who's getting it?
I will. I'll have to get it because I'm the one that has to take down the time lock off of it.
Okay. When are you doing this? Before y'all go sit down for hours. Because if you're talking
After
doing
the
all these
rest, I would
downtime
say.
activities and
I got
making a
it.
potion and stuff, are you doing this before or after that? Is what I'm asking.
Before, because it was on my way to the potion shop that I had seen the whip still there. So then I was like, let me go grab that. And then yoink.
So
Can't let that powerful thing out for too long.
as your fingers touch the whip, you feel this like overwhelming sense of like dread and oppression kind of flow through you, and it clears, but you now have, where was it at? Daggerheart. So this is, I'll send it to you, and it's going to be in the Daggerheart Discord. Ugh. Excuse me.
Did you just get cursed? Or something?
So there's that, and I need to...
Oh, wow.
So essentially, you can equip a legendary whip and just make sure to add grappling.
Okay.
So this whip is called Subjugation. And essentially it has the whip crack feature that all whips have in this game. And then the grappling is on a successful attack. You can spend a hope to restrain the target or pull them into melee range with you.
I wonder who's gonna get that.
And it's this which it's a presence weapon, so it would make
Okay,
the most
never
sense
mind.
for you, but
Yeah, never mind.
Anybody
I was
else
gonna
can
say
use
Az is good. Yeah, I was gonna say Az is gonna get it, but it's presents.
and it's this like black chain whip, and like the chain links, it starts with like big links and it gets small, And at the end, there's it's like flailed, and it has a couple little blades on the end.
Wow.
Like one of those
It is
Chinese whip.
Yeah, it is a sinister,
chain.
sinister-looking piece of equipment. But anyway, okay. Now that we've got that covered, you do your downtime stuff. Anything else y'all wish to do over the night?
During downtime? No, I'm set. Personally.
Yeah, like there's... Anyway.
I'll just go have a moment with Teleus
Okay.
and just talk to her.
That's why I asked that question, is literally, in case y'all want to talk to anybody, this is your chance. If not, we're moving on, is kind of what I'm saying.
No, 100%.
Okay.
100%. No, I want to go talk to Teleus.
All right.
Yeah.
She's sitting, you're now in the doctor's house, which it is filled to the brim with people. And Teleus is kind of like sitting next to Captain Jeremy, who's still unconscious, but at this point is not, bleeding out profusely.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just kind of sitting with him quietly.
Hey, Teleus, how is he doing?
I think he's gonna make it. It might take him a couple days to regain his strength, but I think he'll be okay.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. More importantly, nobody has been taking care of you. How are you doing?
And she's like, they've been taking care of me while I've been in here, so I'm all right. Definitely been better. I've never been in anything quite like that.
Yeah. Honestly, as hard to believe as it may be, that just feels like another average day for us when we're adventuring.
Yeah, it's scary. It's definitely not any it's definitely not a bar fight,
Right.
But how are you feeling?
Well, now I'm, now that everything is died down and everything is kind of, we're getting over the worst part of it, I feel as if I'm feeling a little bit better. More hopeful, if you will. But I came over here to, I guess to just ease my worries, just to make sure that you're okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm, been better, but I'm making it.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Well, if you need me, I'll be wherever I'll be. I would assume a tavern or, an inn, if you, I'll be at one of the two.
She's like, sounds good. I don't know if I'll probably be around at some point. They have like a bunkhouse, I would say, probably not a full-blown inn or tavern. Yeah. The Simia that are a part of the Elima, like all the 5 tribes of Simia that live around the Chorus Confederacy, they live a little more simply. Like, they don't really get into the whole like drinking
housing
culture and stuff like that.
Heard.
Well, they have houses like these do. Samlin's people don't. They live in caves, like nice caves, but but anyway. Anything else before we move on?
Is Gale available to be spoken with?
Yes.
Then I I heard her talking to Az, and I gave that telepathic link earlier. I just want to go over there and introduce myself. As so that way she can put, a face to others who were there, during the time.
You find her, when you leave the little medic hut, you find her kind of in the middle of the village, still directing, people on what to do, trying to repair some damages. They're preparing the bodies. But
I see her, and I go up and I say, Miss Gale, and I do my curtsy. And I was just wanting to take a moment of your time and introduce myself. I am Tuglo, part of the Nameless, here on the King's request for scouting and aid and any other things that may be needed. I just wanted to introduce myself very briefly. I know you're busy, but I just wanted to introduce myself and make my presence known.
she kind of, nods her head, and she's like, "It's very nice to meet you, Tuglo. Thank you again for helping us out in our time of need. I shudder to think what it would have been if y'all didn't come. So we're forever in your debt."
Well, it's just part of the request of help. I can't turn a blind eye to those in need, and so think nothing of it, Leader Gil. And if you need me,
The Leader Gale thing is gonna kill me.
if you require any assistance or any information or anything, if Captain Jeremy is still resting, then please feel free to ask me, and I'll be more than happy to share anything with you.
She just kind of nods her head, and she's like, "Well, thank you. I appreciate it."
And then I kind of curtsy and make my way back to Samlin and Az.
So y'all are kind of sleeping in the bunkhouse, if you will. It's like just a little, basically kind of like a little shack for visitors and travelers who are bringing supplies, stay the night, and then they go back. Anything else?
Not for me. Yeah.
So you arise in the morning. You probably have 30 minutes to an hour before the ceremony if there's anything you need to accomplish in the morning.
I just gather, I go to Az and Samlin and I show him my new whip.
That's a very nice whip, Miss Lowe. It suits you well.
Thank you. I don't know if I'll be one to use it. I feel the aesthetics are very scary, to say the least. Intimidating, I feel like maybe a better word, but I definitely have it equipped. Just in case something happens.
The aesthetics alone might be able to help us down the road, as a deterrent. It is kind of a scary weapon.
That is very true.
But you're kind of a scary woman as well, so...
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, you have some kind of temper to yourself. Obviously, I don't need to tell you this. It's a good trait.
I'm sure anybody would have temper if you call them fat. Do you think that I forgot that? Actually, you know what? Never mind. Samlin, look at my new whip.
You turn to Samlin, and Samlin has been staring at the whip. And he's like, he says,
"My precious."
No, he's been looking at it with like a a concerned look, and he's like, we don't know what it is. Just be careful with it. If Mara said that was sending Jasper after relics. I'm not sure whose relic, if that is a relic, whose was it? So be wary of the influence it may have.
That's true. Samlin, would you like to maybe keen over it and see if you can sense anything from it? I will tell you that when I went to grab it and, release the time lock and put it in my bag, I did have a sense of like dread and fear just kind of wave over me, and then it almost vanished in an instant. Would you like to maybe study that, or?
As you say that, someone's like, "Nah, I think I'm good." You just keep it in your bag there, and
Well, I'll take that opportunity in the future to study it myself then.
And after you said that, you see Az's eye looking at the whip, like with a lot of intent and curiosity. And slowly, like, his hand is extending towards it, with, like, a pointed finger. And he's trying so hard not to touch it, but this finger keep approaching it.
And I look back and... Az, would you like to hold on to the whip?
Oh! No. I'm good.
Are you sure about that?
He turns around and starts walking out.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just keep this to myself then.
So what like I said, you got a little bit of time before the little ceremony, before the bonfire starts.
Fire!
What
How would one go
want
about
to do?
finding one of those sprouts? It's such a little thing in such a big place.
Well, you'd make some rolls, probably.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, actually. Great, good bring up. Before Az is able to walk away, I kind of take a hold of him and I take a hold of Samlin, and I decide to use this Belt of Unity. And it says once per session you can spend 5 hope to lead a tag team role with 3 player characters instead of 2.
Holy.
And so I will spend the 5.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I'd like for us to look around for the portal seed, or any indication that they may have just we vanished, came in here out of nowhere, into this area.
Okay. So how are you looking? Because even though it's a tag team, everybody's still doing something.
I will be... Well, if we're just using, like, the map from Schmep, I will look on the outer edges.
Well, I mean, like,
so,
are you looking for... So, essentially, are you, like, analyzing a smaller area? Are you just kind of looking around and trying to see if something catches your eyes? That'd be more instinct over knowledge. Are you talking to people? Like, hey, what did you see that day? That would be presence. Like, there's several ways, I'm just asking how are you doing it?
That's cool.
First of all, I describe exactly what we're looking for, because I grabbed one of them when I was in the cave, so I know exactly what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
When it's sprouted, it's just that I, wasn't able. I basically broke it when I was about to take it. So, but I described to both both Samlin and Mislo what to look for, and what does it look like, how big it is, or small in that case.
Okay.
That's my little contribution to it.
We'll make a presence roll to convey your.
It's a flower. It's small.
I
Explain well to Tug and Samlin what you're looking for. What are you doing, Tug?
I'm gonna ask people. I like that.
Okay.
What did they see? Where did they see? Like, did they appear out of nowhere? Where did the attack come from? Where did it happen?
Okay.
I'm just kind of gathering information from that point of reference.
Wow.
And Samlin's just doing a wide sweep. What'd you get?
I think we're gonna take my roll.
I think we're gonna take my roll.
I think I did crit.
I crit as well.
Alright, so.
Holy shit! This is crazy.
Double 11.
Double 4s.
Nice. So.
It's a flower. It's same but different.
So. As kind of reminds everybody and explains, like, this might potentially be what we're looking for. I found this little seed in the cave. Da 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 da. Hug, you go and you ask some people, like, where do they come from? Was there a direction that they came from? And they do kind of point out one of the buildings closer to the entrance. And so with that, I'll say
the entrance being like
kind of where all the characters are on Schmeppy right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
But
the old Schmelt.
I will say you don't see any mounds of disturbed earth necessarily over there. It would take some more rolls to investigate further.
Well, I don't have.
But you immediately got the area, so.
Yeah, I don't have the hope to do a tag team. But I definitely will just roll.
Okay. So at this point, it'd probably be more knowledge than anything else, because you have like your location now, and now you're analyzing
exactly
the area.
what to look for.
No fucks. I got okay.
You crit again?
Yes, I got a double 10.
No, you got to go get more dice, dude.
Those are loaded.
I bought this motherfucker loaded dice for his birthday. That's what I get. I bought the dice, the rolling pad, the store. It's all my fault, I guess.
Yeah.
The Critical Role store is selling loaded dice. So with that, Tuglo
finds a little mound.
You don't find a little mound, but you find this spot kind of on the east side of that building, and it's not a mound, but you can tell that a portal of some kind was opened there. What signs do you see that indicate something arcane maybe happened in this spot? You keep rolling crits. I'm gonna keep putting you on the spot. What do you see? That cues you to there was a portal here. You would know it's not a portal seed that made the portal.
The thing that tips me off the most, you put me on the spot, I give you an answer immediately. The thing that puts me on unease is that where this building is located, the path is on the west side, but what I see is on the east side. There's way too many too much trampled earth, too many it would make sense for just a couple of kids to just, maybe run through there, whatever. But for the amount of earth that is just trampled on, that kind of indicates, like, hey, something may have been going on over there, and that may be a spot of where the portal potentially activated from.
So you've identified it's not a portal seed, but you kind of figured out the area that they came from.
Yeah.
You can assume that it was some other portal of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you've learned. Is there anything further you wish to investigate or inquire about?
It's not a portal seed.
Am I aware of that? Well, no, I guess you just share the findings with me.
I guess my biggest issue, and I'm kind of just talking to Semlin and Az, the biggest unknown factor right now is what are the requirements needed for a portal like this? Because I do believe we've seen somebody be able to just open a portal and go through it like it was nothing.
I mean, you can do it, Bishop. You can summon a portal to any place you visited.
Well, I can teleport us there, but it's not. That's we all have to be kind of latched on, touching to each other, whatever. But for something like that, like what are the restraints and the conditions for it? Like, if they're just able to open up a portal and then walk through it, there is really nothing that we could do to kind of actually.
I'm not too keen on magic, Miss Lo, but for something like this to happen, wouldn't there be a need for some kind of sigil or rune or marks?
But if that were the case, why would it be put up here and how? I mean, it could have been a merchant.
I'm gonna look. So, can you pinpoint on the map where this trampled earth is?
Yeah, it was like in this area.
Okay. I'm gonna try and look at the rock wall next to it, and I'm looking for something engraved in it, just in case. Like, some kind of writing or anything of that sort.
Make a knowledge roll.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, to help myself and use my steady hand experience, I'm just gonna glide my hands through the face of the wall, see if I catch something.
Okay.
Kind of like the Hobbit style, where he's looking for that keyhole in the.
Oh yeah, on the mountain.
In the
yeah.
thing. Yeah. Advantage. Oh no, it's not advantage. It's +3 actually. Fuck. Uh, 16 with fear.
You so excuse me, you kind of going down. All right. So Tuglo kind of points out this trampled earth, and you may not be a magic user, but you are a ranger technically. So you kind of, and you're a soldier. Maybe in the past you tracked, bad guys through a fort, whatever. Some experience has allowed you to kind of pinpoint where these tracks meet, and you go over and you brush your hand on the wall. And as you brush your hand across it, you do see like a flash of dim purple light, and a sigil kind of appears. But as your fingers touch it, your vision goes dark.
Again.
And you hear a voice creep into your head. And
Okay.
okay, what?
Using my previous experience of being stuck in a fucking nightmare, as I sense me going black and having this overwhelming voice starting to rise, I'm at that moment calling out to Tug, to Mislo by the mental link, and like, pull me out, pull me out, pull me out.
As you're trying to cry out to Tuglo through the mental connection, you just hear a chilling voice that says, "Run." And then your vision comes back, and you're just kind of left with this sense of like dread and fear. Mark stress. Why not? But you see the sigil where it flashed.
Okay.
You kind of know its location. Someone
Mislo,
could attempt to dispel
come here,
it,
quick.
or
Quick!
Oh, okay.
fucking
Yeah,
smack it
sure.
out,
What?
you break the rock, whatever.
There's something here on the wall. I saw it. It messed with my head. Stay close. I'm gonna touch it again. Tell me what happens.
You run your hand over it again, and you see that faint purple glow. Tuglo, you can also see it now, and that same like feeling like comes into your mind.
I would like to try and talk back to that voice.
What do you say?
Who are you?
No response.
Well, I guess that you're just scared of telling me who you are. Well, doesn't surprise me.
Is there something you want?
Who are you talking to, Tug?
The same. No. Because you said I see the same vision.
No,
Like
you
the same.
didn't
Oh
see
no.
the vision. No,
Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad.
I said when Az put his hand over it again, he felt that same feeling.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the interpreter. So as I hear, okay, Mislo, he said, the voice said run. And I kind of feel scared, but I feel like I'm in a good position to take a hit, and you can, talk it through. But I told it that he was a pussy because he didn't want to answer me when I asked his name, and now he doesn't respond.
Ask him why.
Okay,
Ask
why?
him why to run.
Why should I run?
And a few seconds go by. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. No response.
Okay, this is creeping me out. I don't like it. I'm gonna take my hand off. I'm gonna turn back to Misel and I say, I think we need to destroy that. This is not for the same. This is not cool. I think we just need to crack that piece of rock.
Before we do that, we should at least have Samlin look at it, just to make sure that breaking it won't fuck anything over in the village, we don't know how the magic runes are set up around us. We should definitely at least ask him in case he's seen something like this back at his homelands before we just go taking rocks out of mountainsides. Because you never know what may happen when one rock is connected to the entirety, and then as one rock, you take it out, and then another rock falls and falls and falls, and the next thing you know, you wake up a Balrog. I'm just saying.
Someone comes around the corner, he's like, y'all talking about rocks?
His passion.
But he approaches and he's like, yeah, that doesn't look like anything I'm familiar with. That shit looks demonic. That's all I can say.
Okay, so we're safe to take this out.
Yeah, and you can essentially attempt to destroy the surface in which it is placed, or you can dispel it with a spellcast roll. And technically, any of the three could do that.
I mean, I could run a spellcast roll, unless if you want to do it, I don't mind.
I mean, we can do both, just to make sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's a not tag team roll. I like it.
Yeah.
You're both gonna try. You kind of put your hands side by side and hover it over the sigil. Make your rolls.
I got a 20 with hope.
Make your hope. Yeah, that hope dice is
I'm just gonna
loaded,
bash
bro.
it. I'm just gonna bash it.
Okay.
He's just gonna bash it.
I'm gonna use my strength and just kung fu the shit out of the sigil. Like,
He's just gonna
that
headbutt
shit.
it.
No, with my fist.
Oh, okay.
With my fist.
All
At least
right.
he's a bit more refined than that.
Make your strength roll.
Strength.
Attack roll.
$22 with fear.
What'd you get, Doug?
20 with hope.
With hope. Okay. So as you punch the roll that hits, roll D4 using your proficiency. I think that's 4 D4 for you.
Okay. Yes, 4.
Yes, 4 D4. 10 damage. Okay. So you punch the surface of the rock. Little bits of rock kind of shoot out from the sides, and as you pull back, Tug, you place your hand down, and how do you dispel this? What power do you draw on?
The same arcane power that I used to dispel the rune on the side of the cliff as we were making our way through the passage. Just the same one that I did there. But, instead of having to kind of sit and analyze and kind of take that time to do so, having previous experience with this rune, or, something of the same nature, I'm able to kind of go through it a little bit quicker. Not by much, but a little bit.
As this happens, as a result of the fear, as again your vision clouds, but this time, hey, stop giggling, bitch, before I mute your ass. As
I didn't say shit. Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
not
Mr.
talking to you,
GM.
my sweet little
Yes.
player. I'm talking to this problem child we got here. No,
I ain't wanna joke.
I'm kidding. As it gets dispelled, as your mind flashes back to your biggest failure, what would that be? And I'd also like to include, this could be something that you don't remember. Like, this can be a failure from our time playing, or if you want it to be a failure from before. But a failure that has made you feel hopeless and powerless.
Give me a second.
One.
Give me 50 seconds. Well, above table there is one that I can think of. During that flashback that we had from 200 years ago, where I was tasked with doing something, and I did something, but it was not the right something. That leads me to being stuck somewhere for a long time. But is it really a failure if you think that what you did was right? Do I realize that it was a mistake? That's another question. I'm gonna say for narrative purposes, I'm gonna say that I don't remember it just yet, but I feel the full effects of it, like the full emotion of it.
Okay. Sorry. But with that, this sigil is no more.
Good. I turn to Mislo. Mislo, there is no way that there would be a second one, right? Like, let's be real here.
I mean, from what the villagers told me, the eyewitness reports do only make mentions of them coming from one side.
Okay.
Unless the other reports...
No, let's not think
do
too
like
much.
a
Also
knowledge
now-
roll to check the area again and make sure there's no more.
That's fair. You said
I-
which one? Knowledge or instinct?
It's knowledge or instinct, yeah, one of the two.
I'm a little bit winded by the feeling I just experienced, so I'm in no place to do anything.
I got a 12 with hope.
A 12 with hope. Take your hope. You don't see any other signs of... From what you can tell, it seems like that was the only one.
On the other hand, why don't we ourselves, like, we go to leader Gemma, Meda,
Gale?
Gale?
Gale. I was so far off. And we just tell her, do we have one of those portal seeds? And we just plant one here in case we need to come back.
Y'all haven't planted one yet, so this would be like your first one.
Yeah.
And portal seeds take a little while to grow.
I mean, I'm sure the villagers can take care of it.
Right. I'm saying like you could if you can't use it to quickly get back here. If that's what you, but if you're like, yeah, you can plant one here, and then when you plant one somewhere else, then you can come back. But essentially, I'm saying wherever you're planting the other one, you'd plant it. If you're like, we need to go back now, you plant it and then wait 24 hours, and then you can
obviously.
go.
Okay.
Do you have some on you, Az? Because unless I just didn't put it in my inventory, I don't see them in my inventory.
could have sworn y'all got one at some point.
Yeah, I am 100% sure we have one.
Yeah. Like I said, I just don't have it in my inventory. I think maybe you were the one that it was given to, but I swear we did get one. Because I thought we got it from Pormog.
You did
when we
give
were at
us.
Thistlebrridge.
I think it was. We've had an episode like this where we just decided that there was too much, and we would just use, the bottomless chest or whatever it was called, and we just put everything into it and just forget it for a while. Like, we have a lot of shit in there that I don't.
We
even
did do
remember.
that. Yes, we did do that. Well, I mean, before we go making any crazy executive decisions, we definitely ask Gail.
Yeah, of course.
If she's okay with us doing that.
All right.
And I mean, even then, we are about to. I mean, we can tell her what we just witnessed.
Yeah.
And then we can attend the funerals.
Yeah.
That would
yeah,
be.
yeah.
I think that would be proper.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. That
So-
would be.
What are y'all doing?
We'll make our way to the bonfire.
All right.
That's so fucked up.
So, you approach as everyone is starting to like gather around. You actually have to walk. There's like a little pathway, and you walk up a little bit higher onto the mountain, onto this kind of cliff face where the bodies of the deceased are laying there, kind of all on this large pyre. And all the members of the village have gathered around. Teleus has come along with you. Captain Jeremy is still unconscious. But Gail kind of steps forward and she's like, these men and women died fighting to protect us. May they rest easily and be returned to the earth from whence they came. And Gale and several others, Simia, kind of gather around, and Samlin actually joined them, and they kind of begin chanting, and a storm cloud kind of begins to form over the mountaintop, and a single bolt of lightning comes down and lights the fire.
Wow.
And
Okay.
you all kind of stand in silence for quite a time as the bodies burn away. And as the bodies have been kind of reduced to ashes, a gust of wind comes through and blows the ashes into the air on the side of the mountain. And as the ashes are drifting through the air, rain begins to fall, and it extinguishes the fires and washes away the remnants, and you're just kind of there. And eventually, after a couple of moments pass, the chanting stops and everybody turns to return to the village. But That was the funeral.
Az is having a little moment,
Yeah. How do y'all
reminiscent
feel
of
in this situation?
Above board or my character? Because above,
like the character.
above board, I gotta give. Hey, that was beautiful. That was fucking awesome, bro.
But
That was so fucking cool. I don't know how to describe above board the picture that you painted for me in my head, because that was just so well done for especially with the way that the simians are with the elements, for them to be sent out in that sense, I think was just very well done. Dude, kudos to you, brother. That was fucking sick. That was fucking sick, bro.
Anyway, how do your characters? How are they feeling in the moment as well? You can stroke me later. How did the characters feel?
An immense sorrow, but deep respect for traditions and rituals and for sacrifices that she had just kind of seen take place. May not be the very beginning of the defenses that she was there for, but just kind of replaying all of the tragedies that she had seen, and the loss, the grief, the cries of agony as we were trying to save Breeze. All of these memories come flooding back, and she, as the rain comes down, she does cry a bit, and just kind of remembers them for their sacrifice and wishes that she could have gotten here. Would I have gotten here a moment sooner? Would it have saved them? Would it have done something? And these are the thoughts and emotions flooding through Tuglo's mind.
Az, on the other hand, is reminiscent of one of his memory that came back to him watching that bonfire. He's seen his fair share of them, but the sheer scale of what he remembers and what he sees in his mind is dawning. He sees a wasteland, and across all of his vision are just glows of bonfire lighting up the night. And here on this mountaintop above the village, he hears a lullaby that he thinks he's never heard before, but it's familiar. And he goes back to something that happened, to another flashback where he was looking over the landscape, above, sitting on a rail high on the tower, looking at the landscape, where somebody was playing a flute and playing that little lullaby. And that's basically all there is to his little flashback. And you just go and sit next to Miss Lowe, nods his head a little bit. And Miss Lowe, that was intense.
That was something that I was not expecting ever to be a part of. I feel like we just witnessed a very loving ritual, to kind of not only respect the fallen, but also to send their final wishes of love and of prayer and of hope. And that was something that was truly a beautiful thing to have been a part of.
Yeah, those Simian people are very connected to their
That's a
environment.
great way to put that.
And around that time, Samlin comes over and he's like, "Thank you both for attending. It means a lot to me, as it does the people of this village."
Well, thank you for allowing us to attend such a I don't even know what to call it. It was a beautiful, in whatever sense that you'd like. Yeah, it was a beautiful goodbye.
Samlin, he's like, "Yeah, this, this is the first time that I guess we've had to, quote unquote, bury the victims. We've been kind of removed from, I know there was a lot that happened in Port Fortune, but, I guess we didn't have connection to those people, and, we didn't know, luckily no citizens were killed in the square where we were. There were soldiers that died, but soldiers sign up to die. The Elima, we're not soldiers necessarily. We kind of stick to our own little way of life and try to live peacefully. But it's just made it a little more real, I guess, for me.
I've had a little flashback just now of something quite daunting. Past battles, I've seen those fires before. Yeah,
sure.
I think it's not something you're getting used to ever.
Well, it reminds us that we're not heartless, I guess.
I feel like this is like a core memory that was just created for my character. Like this is something that she's never had to being in the kingdom, in the higher society, if you will, to see something on this grandiose of a scale of heartfelt devotion and sacrifice and respect and love and all these emotions. It's just something that she's coming around to with the first time, and she's not used to it, and so she's like very overwhelmed at this in the best and most respectful way that you can be.
Samlin, who's a rather instinctual person, monkey man, kind of reaches up and like pats your back, just in a a reassuring way. And he turns to you, Az, and he's like, it's crazy that you're are you starting to remember more stuff, or is it just
I haven't had a
just the
flashback,
emotion maybe?
No, it's more of the scenery. I haven't had a flashback like this for a while now. Maybe it's for the best. And there's a sense of pride on his face. It's like when a soldier is faced with sorrow and he tries to stay strong and he's trying to get his mind off of the thing that preoccupies him. And now he just like stands up and he's like, okay, let's let's move on. If y'all are down, I'm just gonna grab both of you and fly down to the village. Let's put our mind to ease.
You can't fly with both of us.
You can take Samlin. I'll walk down.
To be like, oh, mechanically.
No, you can take Samlin because
off the mountain and then you fly down with Doug.
Well, no, because I'm gonna sit here and just kind of dabble in the notes, if you will, because this was something that moved Tuglo so much that she felt compelled to write this, for whether it be for history's sake, for a story for another time, whether it be for Emus, or even secretly, even if it's for herself. This is something that she wants to never forget.
And with that, Sam will happily accept the ride if you're still going.
Nice.
Down.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Sam
will
happily hitch the ride.
I'm gonna put Samlin on my shoulders per se, grab on his knee tight, and just jump off of the mountaintop. But I'm not gonna extend my wings just yet.
Okay.
We're just gonna fall for a little bit and then wings extend and slowly glide to the center of the village.
Cool. With that, we'll take a little break. That's just a good point to take a break on, honestly.
Perfect.
So how long do you stay on the mountain, Tugla? Yeah, Tug, you have to use the chat to roll from now on.
No thanks. That shit's AIDS.
I'll do it.
How long do I stay there? I would say it probably takes me 10 minutes to write, everything how I feel. And then I probably take 5 minutes to let it go through and kind of sit with the feelings, and then then I head back down. It's probably about 15-20 minutes.
Okay, cool. I got a little distracted. Sag rolled a crit. It's cool.
Oh, hey, let's go.
But so now that you're back down in the village, what are y'all doing? What's the plan?
I guess it's about time we tackle the gauntlet situation.
Yeah, probably should be. Probably would be time for that to happen. Yes, so we'll have a meeting or a discussion with Gail if she's
we can discuss it
available.
between us, right, before, just to kind of gather our thoughts, be on the same page.
Get a game plan.
Exactly.
Well, let me ask you this. Our game plan has never changed. There should be no needing to be on the same page to begin with, because we are on the same page.
Yes, but I doubt that if they know where it is, and if they have possession of it, and if they're guarding it with their lives, because it looks like there is some fighters here. There is a place to go and hide from attacks. It's pretty daunting just to get there. I would doubt that they would just hand it over to us.
Well, it's not about handing it over. It's about talking with them. We're not coming to take it or to steal. we're just seeing if they would be okay with allowing us to go through the trial of proving that we're worthy of it.
Yeah, exactly. And you see, this is why it's interesting to have this little talk. So we're on the same page when it comes to
He's a little
bit
right.
what do we want?
Right. But anyway, all right.
Even
So
a blind squirrel finds an acorn. You got me on that one.
a broken clock gets its nut twice a day, or something like that, right? So what? So you find Gale and approach her.
Be slow, you do the talking. I'm gonna mess it up.
Your most esteemed leader, Gale. I lead with the curtsy. We the Nameless just come to you today to just one seek out if there is any more aid that Breeze may need from Keelong, since we are here on by request of the king.
In official capacity.
And two, we just wanted to ask you something that may be a sensitive topic, but would be wanting to see if you'd be able or have the ability to talk about it, if at all possible. What's so funny?
Sorry, stream, I farted and it was loud. Whew. Gale, Gale says, well, you've, definitely proven your, I can't look at chat. You've definitely proven your intentions here. And, just what do you intend to use the gauntlets for?
Well, there is one whose name I don't know if you know. It is Lady Amaris of Port Fortune. She had sent us out on a quest to obtain the different artifacts so that we could fight against different evils and atrocities that are plaguing the lands. And Jasper was actually the one who had led the assault on Port Fortune, and that was the fella who, as we know, brought the horrors here yesterday. And so, if anything, we were to make sure that things like this won't happen again.
What?
Go ahead. Sorry.
If you got something else to add, feel free.
Above the table, I just find it interesting that she goes straight to the gauntlets instead of like something else. How does she know that I alluded to that? It's just very curious to me. I like it.
You said something about the relics.
No. I had said there is something else. For the second thing, there's something of a sensitive topic if you're able to talk about it. And then she goes, oh yeah, the relics. I just thought it was cool.
You confused the GM.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't think so. I think we'll just because that was not my intention. But no, dude, you fucked me. God damn it. What did you just say? I just got all off track.
She asked me, what do we plan to do with the gauntlets? And I
Right.
told her that Amaris from Port Fortune, we're going to do good deeds. We're going to make sure that people like Jasper don't happen again. And that
Right.
we're going to prevent things of this nature as best we can.
She says, you know, whenever you are able and willing, she's like, we'll take you to where you need to go to begin the trial. It's
Is this
not
something
easy.
we can achieve as a group? Or is it an individual trials?
You can do it as a collective. It is not
Okay.
easy. The journey to get to the main chamber is treacherous and dangerous. But many have tried. None have tried in my lifetime. But in days past, there have been those who have come and never returned.
When you
Well-
say never returned, do you assume that their fate was death, or
Yes.
Well, we, how about this? We'll be sure to return with the gauntlets just for you, so you could say that you've bared witness to history.
That would be something to see.
I am a little bit interested in that leader, Gale. Why is it that there should be trials to get to it? Is it to protect it from anyone, or is it just because like it has some kind of importance to this place?
The trials are it's more of we, the village, determine if you are of sound mind, and the trial ensures that you are of sound capability.
Mm,
Because this is something that it's a powerful artifact.
because you know, Leader Gale, it is not so much that we want it anyway. We stumbled. I see Miss Lowe's face. We stumbled in a situation where we were the first responders to devilish actions took against people that don't deserve it. Innocents, you might say, like some of the villagers that you said farewell to yesterday, earlier. Sorry. Like, it's something that's supposed to help us anyway. It's not like we're in a search for power. We're more of in a search for peace, honestly.
And she's like, yes, I gather that from your actions. And, I wouldn't be so forthcoming if I didn't believe that you had good intentions.
Okay.
But
is there anything you would like to tell us? Or are there any preparations that we need to do, or do you need to do before we can attend the trials?
I would just say make sure you are prepared as you can be, because it's not easy.
Okay, we're gonna need more pots.
Can you write us a discount for some potions?
She's like, a lot of our healing supplies have been used up recently. Just from what's happened. You may be able to find some raw materials. And I'd be happy to get you a discount. But it's probably slim pickings.
Anything that helps is sure to help. So I'll take what I can get.
As you have something to say?
Yeah, but it's more of a Captain Jeremy matter. Because even though we've been sent here on official business, we have, to some degree, resolved the situation, which leaves me, personally, in a state of, I have done what was required of me, so until somebody says something, I'm just gonna go and do my own stuff, which would be the gauntlet. But there might be something more, like sending a pigeon to Keelon, right, to say, oh, we did that. And I wouldn't want something to happen because we didn't took such an easy step, per se. So I'm gonna bid farewell to Gale, take the advice into account, and I'm gonna head to Laces to see how Captain Jeremy is doing.
Captain Jeremy is still asleep, unconscious, however you want to say it. And you kind of asked Teleus, I guess, about protocol or whatever.
Yeah.
And she kind of she says that she will, or she has already kind of reported back to Keelong on the situation, and said that
nice.
Y'all were, basically reaffirmed that the king was aware that y'all had other stuff to do, so it's no issue if y'all do what you need to do,
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Telesis. Do you need anything?
Just let me know before y'all go. Sounds kind of dangerous, so.
I'm sure Miss Lowe will come and talk to you more about this at some point. I just wanted to see how Captain Jeremy and you were doing.
She's like, well, thank you, and I want to say bye to you as well. So good. If I don't see you before, good luck.
Thank you. I'm gonna head off. Gonna come back to Miss Lowe. Share the news. And now I'm gonna share with the group. So apparently Thalasis told me that she already reported to Keelon. So we should be good to either take the time that we need to prepare for the trials or just rush ahead. I don't think we're ready. My idea was to take the amount of time that we need to prepare and we need health pots. We need potions, Miss Lowe. I would propose that I aid you on this matter by going into our surroundings and gathering some materials if you need them. Or if you have any other game plan, I'm ready to hear about it.
I definitely would go through the different apothecaries and shops quickly, and then head over to the trial, because this is something I'd love to tackle as quickly as possible. Especially with Jasper being right at the doorstep when we came here. You know, it seems if he was one step ahead of us, you know, how many more steps are the, you know, evil forces ahead of us, you know? And so, as if you wanna gather, then by all means, here are the things that I require for making a potion, and I'll go to the shop and see what I can find.
Tug, you can do a presence roll with advantage, obviously, because of your mountains of junk, and, you know, what's her name? Said she'd hook you up. But this is more of a, you know,
yeah,
how much can you get kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. With advantage.
And also, did you? Why is it not? Yeah, because you cleared all your stuff.
I was 25 with hope.
Of course. I don't think you've rolled with fear the whole game.
No, I have.
Like when?
It was when we were looking for the wounded people. I rolled with fear on that.
All right, as you can do knowledge roll to recall the information that Tuglo told you and try to find some stuff out in the wild.
15 with fear. Oh no, I forgot to. I should have rolled. Never mind. I'll roll the next one in the chat.
I mean, you don't have to.
It's fun. I like it.
Get this on screen since it's not even name. So, and would you got 20 plus 25?
Yeah, 25 with hope.
So you are able to acquire enough material for a regular health potion for 40 gold. Is all it takes. You're getting the
Delicious.
the supplier price basically on the raw ingredients. As
Beautiful.
what'd you roll? I know it was with fear.
15 with fear.
A 15? I would say you are able to acquire enough ingredients for like a minor health potion. But
Okay.
this isn't something you're used to doing, and it's a very stressful situation for you. Go ahead and mark a stress for me as well as a result of the.
Okay.
But you were able to get a little something out of it, so not too bad.
What I'll do then is to give the mats to Miss Lowe and let her decide if she wants to keep that for a better potion or just make a minor one. That's gonna be in your hand.
So when he gives me the materials, do I still spend the gold to craft that okay. minor. And then you said for 40, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 handfuls.
And that's like a above board thing, but you only need gold to make pots? Is that how we decided it would work?
Kind of. We've essentially had it where Tugglo's been buying material.
Okay.
So it's like
So it's a matter of time.
She can't be in the middle of nowhere and be like, I'm gonna make a potion.
Yeah.
Right.
Typically it's like y'all are in a town or something. She's like, yo, I'm gonna go get the ingredients and make it. And
Okay.
it's like, yeah, it's 80 gold for a big pot. I think it was 50 for a smaller one.
40, 80, and then 120.
40, 80, 120, yeah.
Yeah.
But they just healed half the village. So
Right, right. Do they have any Varick leaves or snap powder for sale?
No snap powder. Snap powder is usually not something that's sold above the board, I think. I don't think y'all have ever bought it from a shop. You've just gotten it from places.
Correct, yes.
Varick leaves, though, I would say it's the same kind of thing where a lot of it's been used for, well, no, a lot of it's been used for treatment and stuff, but the apothecary is willing to part with 1 dose.
Beautiful.
For 3 handfuls.
Trying times. I'll do that.
That's the discount already. I mean, you can roll if you want to, but it's going to be a 30 with hope, so.
No, it's fine. I'll take it for the 30 gold. I'll take the Varick leaves. Or the 1 dose
right.
of Varick leaves. So we have that.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna stand in the middle of the square, and because I'm a little bit stressed, I'm gonna sit down, open my pouch, take my pipe out, and smoke one out.
Word.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
You
In the
get tackled
middle
by
of
the
the
police.
square.
Quit resisting. No, just, so,
is there anything else that we need as far as
believe it or not, Sag, he's often filled them iron lungs with the za.
I remember that one time with the fisherman. We were pretty.
Is there any store around here, any shop that may have like various goods? What I'm looking for is like another Marigold's mirror or Maribel's mirror. No,
That was a extremely high-tiered magical item.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
That's not something that you're just gonna find in a random shop. You went to like a specialty magic shop in a place, you maybe could find one. It probably cost you a good amount of moolah.
Of gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Heard.
We gotta go shopping to kill when we go back.
Do you have an armor stitcher? Is there an armor stitcher anywhere?
There's no armor stitcher. There aren't really armorers here.
Heard.
Like in most of the Simia that had fallen were basically wearing like, but kind of like what Samlin wears is basically like robes, you know?
Yeah.
Not robes, but like slightly padded tunics.
Right. Well, if that's the case, then
The feed.
oh, actually, Az, do you have any mythic dust on you?
I think I used my last one.
Okay. Oh, this
Yes, I
is a
did.
downtime move. Okay, well, never mind.
And y'all can.
I do have one more pots of stability.
Here, you can take this mythic dust.
Okay.
And you can have that one because I think your weapon will do more than mine will. So take that mythic dust. You got a phoenix feather on you?
I do have a phoenix feather on me.
Okay. Samlin, do you got some phoenix feathers on you?
I don't think so.
Just want to make sure that we're all prepped.
I don't.
You don't? Okay, here, take one. And I'll give you a phoenix feather. And then Samlin, take a health potion.
Okay.
And Az, take a health potion.
Nice.
What kind of health potion?
The normal.
Health potion.
Health potion, yes. So y'all have our normal healths.
Yeah, not much. We can prepare. I mean, we could stay more. We could take more time to prepare.
Are you?
Another day.
Are we doing a short rest so you can craft the potions? Tug?
Yeah.
Because y'all can short rest, and as if you want to like make the smoking the pipe, clearing your stress, you can do
Sounds
your 2
good.
downtimes and do potions.
I can do prepare and
Salmon will
stress.
prepare with you.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, we gonna have to do that because
And I can actually give you Salmon has a potion of stability. Yeah, because I have 1 armor slot I need to clear. I can clear that and prepare, and I give you a potion of stability, Tug, if you need it.
I still have 1 more. We can keep those in case.
Well, that if in case she wants to like make because I think, don't you have a stamina potion recipe now too?
no, I only have the mythic dust recipe.
Okay. Oh, but you could do a mythic dust if you wanted to.
Right.
If you want
We're
that
gonna
extra downtime
we're-
move.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Or you
do
can
a
take it
rest.
and prepare, but I feel like you probably have max hope. If I just took a guess. Pretty daggum close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
So
So if you want, I can give you the potion to prepare, or do another potion making.
Okay, so I was under the context of, so I had already crafted a potion in the past, so I gave 1 to Az. I was under the understanding that I bought the potion from the lady, so then
You just
That
bought
was
the
the-
materials for the potion.
okay, because I thought I was gonna craft the thing from Az that he gave me.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I'm yes to that as well, but
Okay, then yeah, I'm
you
definitely
just
gonna have
bought
to.
the ingredients. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then for me to keep my minor health potion, I'm gonna need to take the downtime, the short rest.
So
Is there anything else?
This, get to hope. Are you using the bolster potion? Excuse me, potion of stability.
Is
that
one
Sam
potion
offered.
one action?
It's one additional downtime move.
No, I'm saying like for me to make one potion, that's one.
Yes.
Then if I buy, yeah, technically I will need to use that.
Okay, so you can just do an additional downtime, and I'm going to
Okay.
remove this.
Okay.
All right.
Then, do you have a mythic dust on you, Samlin?
No, but I don't need it. I don't hit anyway. Samlin might need glasses. Sag, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Then I'll shit. So then
Yo, shit.
no, I'll
'Cause I
I'll just
assumed
make
you wanted to
another
make
mythic dust. Yeah.
the potions that you made, that you got the
Right.
ingredients for. So that's
Correct.
2 downtimes, and then
And then
got
I'll make
the potion
mythic
from
dust.
Samlin to kind of get another one.
Right.
And yeah, if
Okay,
you don't
maybe
have any
A
ailments,
handful
then
fine.
which also, well, yeah, like if you're, yeah, it wouldn't
Spend a
benefit
handful.
you to get in on the prepare. So
And then the mythic dust.
I don't think Samlin's had 4 hope in a long time.
Hey man, he's with his people, bro. Even if it's relative people,
I
not
reckon
his
so.
people's people. All right, I'm ready. We got the mythic dust. We each have our potions.
All right, so after a little
Make sure you
while
gain
goes-
your fear that you're supposed to get for
Oh,
us going on
yeah.
a rest.
I didn't even do the long rest one either. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So for short rest, 1, boo. 1, and then for the long rest, it's 3 plus 1, boo.
Oh, plus
1. Alright, cool. So y'all approach Gale and let her know that you're ready. She leads you to the cave entrance that they came out of after the fight was over. And she has a torch and she leads you down into the cave. And you walk for several minutes. And then you kind of reach this point and she lights 2 torches on the wall of the cave. It's still just the straight path, but she lights 2 torches and she's like, all right, this is where it begins. Best of luck to you and hope to see you soonish.
See you on the other side.
And with that, y'all enter into the trials of the Elema. What are you doing? How are y'all approaching the situation?
Okay.
Well-
Okay.
Well, when we enter these trials, are we looking at a cave? Are we looking at a door in front of us? Is the door open?
It's a small cave path. You've basically been kind of walking, in the small
Mhm.
walkway cave, whatever you. I don't want to say cave and you think cavern. I'm saying
Mhm,
cave and
mhm.
it's like,
Right.
But basically, you've been walking for a while, and then you got to some torches. She lit them, but it's still just the path ahead of you.
Okay. I take my torch out, light it off of one of the torches that were previously lit by hers.
Okay,
I think that's a good start. I think that's a good start.
probably.
As Samlin, y'all got some torches?
I got an
Do we need
Alistair
to-
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll say everybody has torches, and if you didn't, they gave them to you.
Okay. Then,
The only bit of help you're allowed.
I guess the first thing we would do is take a look at, are there different paths in said cave?
There's like a corridor, like carved
Um,
into the rock.
So you progress forward. Are you doing it quietly or normally?
I'm gonna put this out there. I don't think we should approach this as something that we fear. It's not something that we desire. It's something that we need. So I don't feel afraid, and I don't know. I think that could help. I have a sense that it could.
Well, look, you can not feel afraid, but I'm looking for my item. Give me a second. Where's my motherfucking ring? Whenever I find it, I want to. There it is. My ring of silence. I'll spend a hope to activate my footsteps being quiet, and then I'll go and approach the same way as is. But err on the side of caution. And I'll
Same but
just approach
different.
with him. Yeah, same but different.
So not being sneaky,
No,
I guess is the question. Okay.
no.
So y'all walk for several minutes until you come to
Jurassic Park.
A sphinx.
There is a gap, and it has like this old wooden bridge. It looks ancient, like it hasn't been touched in hundreds of years. So I'm gonna do a countdown for y'all to cross, unless you do something else. Because I guess essentially
How big is
Az
the gap?
could spend 2 stress and so it's probably 100 feet.
Okay.
That's not.
Y'all know what? I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna walk it without fear. If I fall, I have my wings. If anything, I just spend 2 stress and put you. But I have no fear.
Okay.
Okay.
Make a presence roll for me. Since you're essentially trying to aura this shit. Which, hey, I like it.
I said on the dual. What is it? Dual roll? Dual roll.
Exclamation dual roll if you want to do it on Twitch.
Oh, roll. God. Yeah.
ROLL, yeah. So a 14,
14
fear before
is
your.
fear.
You have any presence modifier?
Yes, I presence. I don't have any presence modifier.
Okay. So a 14.
fear.
You get about halfway, and then you put pressure on one board, and it snaps, and you don't quite fall all the way, but it's a frightening, jarring experience as you're about halfway.
Yeah. So I take a
How
stress. I
lucky
assume.
that one is now.
No, I'm not making you. I'm not gonna just to make you take a stress every time you roll fear. That would have been a good spot, but I already did it earlier, so trying to get too crazy with it, you know.
I go back. I'm sorry, I don't go back. I turn my head around and I said, "Yeah, the bridge is pretty old. One of the planks cracked under my feet, but I think if it can hold my weight, it can hold y'all."
Are you calling both?
Maybe not. Maybe
That's
not.
crazy.
Me slow over there.
I hope you fall. I hope you fall.
I just continue walking and.
All right, go ahead and make another presence roll as you auriform the bridge.
I just noticed.
With hope.
I just noticed the scary music.
Yeah, with that, I would say you successfully managed to auriform the bridge, only breaking one part of it. Samlin looks at you, Tug, and he's like, you next or me?
I'll go next, since he called me the fat one. And I'm gonna walk across, not with fear, but with a resolute desire to prove as wrong.
If you fall,
go ahead and I guess I'll let you make a presence roll too. Everybody, Tuglo is literally gonna frame everything in like a
11, 13, 18 with hope.
With hope. So yeah, with that, you get about halfway across. You manage to step over the broken board. Go ahead and make a, you know what? I'm gonna spend a fear. As you step over the broken board onto the adjacent board, there's a crack as you begin to lose your footing. What do you do? You're not falling through the air yet, but
I go to like kind of pull back before I step all the way through.
Make an agility reaction roll.
Yeah, I crit 9s.
So with that, you magically float across the gap.
I don't believe you 1 second.
Untouchable. Nah. You catch yourself in time and you make your way. Now that was a reaction roll, so you don't do the hope and stress. So
thank you for telling me that. Thank you.
But you save yourself miraculously as you kind of pull back.
Anything to prove to Az that I'm not fat. Yeah.
But with that, I'd say you're able to make it across without any issue.
And then I look at Az and I say, yeah, one of us broke a board, the other didn't.
You broke a board.
No. He didn't see it.
Well, you know, it is expected of me to be heavy. I don't know if it's expected of you, but you do with that thick ass what you want to do.
Salem's going to carefully walk across.
I said this in a playful way. I would not dare.
Okay, yeah, Samlin succeeds. It's a 19 plus 5, 24 with hope. So Samlin also, and that finishes the countdown. Samlin kind of like listening out instinctually for the sounds of the boards, if he should need to jump off or not. He makes it across the bridge.
Bro said,
Just needs to end it off.
He's like, I'm not gonna walk across this bridge, and just jumps.
But there's you all get to the other side, and there's an opening on the left and on the right.
Mislo, this is the time where we get real. Samlin, what the rock's telling you.
Sam was just kind of like, the rocks don't tell me anything.
Just put your hand on it. See.
You know, the next time we
if
walk
there's-
past something metal, I'm gonna ask you what it's telling you.
I will tell you. I will put my hand on it. I will tell you what it feels like. How old it is, you know.
Salmon's like, I don't know, flip a coin.
Would I have read about this in anything from the past?
No.
Well, this is the time where we stand and we meditate. We open our chakras to the higher powers, and we let them guide us. They know our mission is important and that we are truthful to not desiring power but needing it. So we can do that.
So what are
I'm
you
sure
doing?
Samlin.
When
Opening your chakras. What?
when Gale lit the torches, you said there were 2 torches. I'm gonna assume in my mind there was a torch on the right and on the left. Which one did she light first?
Which one did she light first?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. You the one that's Gale. You the one that lit.
Left one.
And I just asked
It
you.
was the left one.
Okay.
All right, well we're
The
going
left
left.
Okay. You go down the one to the left, and you come across. It opens up into another cavern. This time there is no bridge, but there is a gap that needs to be crossed. You do think it might be plausible to hug the edge and go around, but ultimately it's up to you.
What's the distance?
This one I'd say is another, 80, 100 feet.
Damn.
Samlin, do you feel magic here in this room?
Samlin focuses for a second. He's like, no, not in here.
This may be scuff, but what do you say we turn around, go through the other path, and see where that leads us? And depending on that path, then we make a determination.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
There's nothing that says we have to go on this one right now, right?
Yeah. I think
Okay,
it's all
let's
about
go.
it's all about critical thinking, man.
Yeah, let's go see what the other path has for us.
Yes.
So y'all walk back. It's several minutes between, these openings, and you come back and you go to the right, and you walk down that path for several minutes. And then you come into this opening where there are like, was it stalagmites and stalactites?
Yeah.
You know, the things that stick up and stick down in a cave. In this huge open cavern, there's just a ton of, like, they're just everywhere. So you can't really, it's dark, one, and two, they're kind of like blocking your view. Some of them are, a lot of them are your height or higher.
But there's like this, there is no clear path to walking through the.
There's no straight line. You'd have to walk to see if there's a clear path. Like there's space between them to walk through.
Okay.
You could think of it as like a forest of, I'd never remember which one is the proper one for the one that comes up from the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the mite or the tite.
Stalactites are above, stalagmites raised from the bottom.
The stalagmites. Think of it as a forest of stalagmites.
Well,
where there's like space between the trees, but you can't see straight through it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, as I kind of favor this room compared to the other one, because all we got to do is just walk around some rocks from the ground compared.
Yeah,
to...
I mean, yeah, we can do that. And both you and I know from experience that in this world of ours, stalactites will fall onto us, and we're gonna get impaled. I'd much rather spend some time to pull you across on the other room, rather than take the risk of triggering a stalactite trap.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I was gonna just go ahead and start walking, but yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
And also, this looks like a natural cave. The other one looks man-made. Well, not that it looks man-made, but I have no fucking clues what I'm saying right now.
All right, listen.
Yeah,
I rolled a 17 for left, and I rolled an 18 for right. So unless you want to pull us across and fly us across on the left side, I honestly don't mind taking that risk of walking through this little forest of stalagmites.
Did we say?
I'm just saying. Do you want to?
Stress per. Yeah, that's okay.
Because if anything, if you don't want to spend the stress, I can just run my gecko gloves, and just walk across, or slowly gecko my way around. Right.
I'll spend the stress. No worries.
Okay. We're gonna go back to
I was muted.
Left path, and I'll carry them over.
Okay.
Both of them, obviously. And I will say that one of them is. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Say what?
Go ahead.
I ain't said shit.
Go ahead and mark 3 stress, 2 for Tuglow's fat
ass. No. God damn. Okay. No. Carry them over. I take a glimpse at the bottom. Does it look like it's endless down there, or
you cannot see the bottom?
Okay, that shit is scary.
I
don't look down anymore.
Who do you take across first?
Mislo.
Okay. So you take Tug across, and you fly back, and as you grab Samlin and y'all go into the air. About a quarter of the way through, I'm gonna spin to fear. as a large dire bat comes swooping in from the pitch black above and is going to make a strike at you.
Okay. It's okay. I have my anti-air defense on the other side already. I know what's gonna happen very, very soon. I am not even
Guess
worried.
what?
I'll
You
take the
might-
hit.
You might actually survive, because even if I adjust that, 7 is a 7 hit.
I evade.
How do you don't get to do this often? How do you evade the?
Yeah. Let me enjoy that.
Yeah, absolutely. Savor the moment. There won't be any more.
I want to say that I'm going to say this for flavor purely. As I was taking Samling through the gap, I don't necessarily see the dire bat coming off of me, but Miss Lowe sees it as she's overwatching us, and she throws a bolt of fire into the bat's direction, and it distracts the bat enough that it doesn't hit me.
Cool.
And I land, and
Tuglo was waiting on some kind of confirmation.
Confirmation for roll, right?
No, just like, is that okay?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, that's fine
Yeah,
with me.
it shouldn't, like you
Shit.
said, it's just a flavorful,
Yeah, 100%,
Cool.
100%.
I land, and I bow my head to Miss Lowe. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. These are trials that are going to require teamwork.
Indeed,
And, you
very
know-
much so.
And as y'all are talking, the bat, comes swooping around. Sorry, having to adjust this in real time. And as it comes down, it lets out this large, ear-piercing screech. Mark distress? That's why these D4s suck. Hold up, let me get it old school. Old pyramid. Oh, holy shit. Okay, cool.
And so
it
let me
lets out
reroll real
this large screech. I keep saying large. Extremely loud, ear-piercing screech. And you have to like cover your ears to keep your eardrums from busting. And you mark 4 stress.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
The
one.
dire bat did that?
It's 1d4 stress. Yeah.
It's 1d4.
You know, I should have
He
took the
rerolled.
hint. Doug, above board, above
And I rolled
game
it? Yes,
board.
I rolled it.
I should have took the hint when twice since the beginning of this episode he talked about potion of
Stress.
potion
The
of
stamina
anti-stress. Yeah, the
Yeah.
stamina plus.
Yeah.
I should have took the hint. I thought about it, but I thought it was a coincidence. Now I know it wasn't,
But
and I'm fucked.
well, actually, I literally just came up with the bat.
Because I have 8 out of 8 stress marked.
Or what?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Anyway,
4
Charles,
stress is huge.
it turns back to y'all. Yeah, the D4 did not treat y'all good on that.
That's the most stress. Oh,
I've
actually, I
honestly
need to roll
rolled
my.
one on like every D4 I rolled tonight, so I was like, yeah, it'll be a 1.
I have calming pendants. Roll a d6 on a 5+, don't mark it. Do me good. I rolled a 6. Nice.
There you go.
Alright. So 7 out of 8 stress.
That's better than 8 of 8.
Yes.
But it's back to y'all.
I see this bat. Where is it in conjunction with where we are? where it is.
Kind of up from your position as in Samlin just kind of like landed and turned around, and you get hit by the screech as it's like approaching, top right.
Distance wise,
What are you? What
is
would
it
you
very
like
close
do?
to me?
Very close, not quite yet.
All right, beautiful.
I
I'm
would say
fireball
probably
that
close
motherfucker.
range.
So if I fireball it, I won't have any AoE to dodge?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm fireballing it.
All right.
11, 16, and 6. 22 with hope.
That hits. You can roll your damage. Got a 3.
18.
The full damage.
18. 12. 30 and 18. It's 48. 48 and 5 is 53.
All
God
right.
damn. That's a nice. That's a nice one.
It's a nice
is.
little chunk.
Yes, sir.
This one. Yeah, so that's a severe wound to the bat.
Beautiful. Beautiful. As I
Um,
see Az and Samlin kind of make their way back, and after the blood screeching, ear rupturing noise that this bat makes, I be sure, well, not be, I make sure to reassure them that even though that this is a cave and that these are trials, that this is still just a bat. And we most definitely have conquered more than what he holds in front of us. And I give us a rally die, a D8. Do with it as you see fit, my brethren.
just a reminder, you can use that to clear stress.
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, everybody. gets some.
Everybody.
Nice.
The rally
Yeah.
die is just
Oh,
oh.
Oh,
can I use one speech to do two things?
It depends.
I'll
I told
wait.
you
I'll
stop
wait
being
for
so
this.
cryptic. What other thing are you trying to
Well, I was
do?
just gonna use rousing
Alan.
speech.
Use rousing speech too?
Yeah.
No, because you're kind of in combat.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, I gotta give a heartfelt, inspiring speech for rousing speech.
yeah, I feel like that's rousing speech situationally. The fact that they're like heartfelt, inspiring speech, I don't know if
Mhm,
that
mhm.
can necessarily be
Man said, put
For-
more
for this
oomph
one,
into
no.
it.
right.
Yeah.
Or
Gotcha. I
not,
gotcha.
not even more oomph. It's just like, I think of rousing, like a rousing speech is like the pre-battle talk,
Heard. Not during battle.
Right.
Gotcha.
Because it's not a speech in the middle of battle. It's a few words of encouragement. A
Right,
rally is totally during battle.
Heard. Okay. Gotcha. As Samuel, you got anything you want to do, or you want me to Christmas, motherfucker?
I'll go ahead.
Samuel?
No objections. It hits. Just fucking take a hope, clear stress.
Yeah. Do it.
Yo, maybe I could get a new high.
Oh yeah,
Tonight,
this is a fireball.
we eating bat
17.
meat.
4. Alright, we're not getting a new high. And 8. 17, so 12. 29. 29 and 5 is 34. 34 and 60 is 94.
Jeez,
God
man.
damn. Wait. What's your final number?
94.
94 damage. What does it look
Just
like? As you
hold on.
kill the bat?
I think. Have we? Is that is that the max that is that max damage, or
no,
like
'cause
our
I
max?
think he crit a fireball before and rolled better.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so it was in the 3 digits.
Yes.
Okay, never mind that.
What does this look like? I basically harness the power of a small mini sun in this fireball, and then I throw it out at the bat, and then he just as the fireball approaches, he just incinerates to ash.
Nice.
Do I get to see the bottom of the pit with this much light?
No.
Damn. That's super far down.
Yes. But with that, combat
We
is
continue
over.
walking forward.
You have the path ahead of you.
Yes,
You continue
yes.
walking. And you get to what is essentially like a narrowing of the cave, and then it's just like a climb up through a narrow tunnel.
A climb?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what we could do is I could give you all the gecko gloves. Oh, but then if they drop and they stick onto the wall, that we could be cooked.
Okay, just to get it straight, we come up to a rock wall. The only way is up through the rock ceiling, through basically a hole drilled in it. But there is no apparent loop. You know, just like the things that we had when we entered the village.
Correct.
So it's like up to us to climb it however we can.
Yes.
Okay. So I would like to propose that I take some of the rope, fly up through the shaft.
Mm-hmm. Now,
and maybe
I mentioned before it narrows into like it's like a small tunnel. I don't know how
so I would not be
mechanically
able
your
to...
wings have been working, but if you need to like flap them jokers, then yes. Stay in line with the fiction. You would not be able to fly here.
I don't think I need to flap anything, just because I've mentioned previously that they were of the ethereal nature. I'm not really sure that it's fair. Maybe we have to pass a judgment on that. I don't know.
I like the rope idea. I'll take all of our rope combined, and then I'll just take the gecko gloves and climb up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then,
tie it up
as
there
we...
and-
Yeah.
Okay.
As you get about halfway up, make a agility roll for me, as there are some loose bits that you need to carefully traverse.
Do I get advantage of the gecko gloves?
I'd say no.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put my shield above my head this time, and above Salmon's
I
head.
learned.
To agility. 14 with hope.
Okay. It does take you a little bit, and it is hard. For the option, you can either make another roll to try to get through this rougher patch, or I'll let you spend a stress to go all the way.
Can you tell me narratively? You said the stress would just let me push through
The
it.
stress, you worded it perfectly. It lets you like steal your resolve, and you're just like, I'm gonna fucking just get this shit done with. Or you can kind of like do another roll, kind of like reset. You know, not making you fall, but I'm just giving you some options to push forward.
And I'm rolling with agility again?
Yep.
Yes.
Or I would even say maybe you could do knowledge to try to like find a better
path,
holdings. Because there's not much of a path. It's pretty narrow.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah,
I said.
right. Okay.
So it's kind of you're climbing up a tube almost. But it's like really,
I'll do the
like,
roll.
You want to do knowledge this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do the knowledge. I got a 6 and 8 is 14. 14 and 2. 16 with fear.
All right. With that, you are able to make it to the top.
We still have that mental link, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, it goes down when we take long rest.
Technically, it wouldn't be up.
Then I'll take that off. You see
I'm
me,
just gonna take one of my torch and I'm just gonna wave it under the entrance of the shaft. See if I can see you from up there. From down there, sorry.
When I reach the top, what do I see?
It's just a more cave, more
cave
path.
Is there
tunnel? I
a
guess tunnel's the
sturdy
word I should
rock
use.
that I see close by to the hole of the mouth of the?
Make an instinct roll. Just try to quickly suss out a place to tie off.
6 and 5 is 11. Plus 13 with hope.
13 with hope. You roll like a normal human when it's not presence. It's crazy. You take your hope. You find a stalagmite, and you kind of push on it, and it seems like it would be sturdy enough, and you tie off a little knot.
Alright, I'll tie that, and then I'll like, you know how, yeah, this is so silly. You know, in the gym, like you have those ropes that you go like this with. I kind of do that same
give it a
motion.
tug.
I give it that same motion where, I'm hoping that it'll kind of go like this down to where Az and Samuel are kind of hinting that it's ready.
Okay.
Samuel, I think it's better if you go first.
Okay. Samlin gets advantage to climb on agility. Plus there's a rope, so. Let's say 11 and 5, 16, and low counters. Ooh, a 19 with hope. So Samlin is able to navigate the rock, and he's Simia, he's fairly nimble, and he likes the rock, so he's able to get up.
Nice.
Now, the big chunky boy. Alright. How would I do this?
What you mean? How would you do this? You grab the rope and you climb.
Yeah, but I'm a hefty clanker. You know what? I'm just gonna use the rope as a guide, get to the beginning part of the shaft, and extend my body so that my feet are on one face, and the back of my shoulder is on the opposite side. I'm just gonna push and use the rope to guide myself up like this.
Okay. Make a make a finesse roll. Why not? Control.
20 with fear.
20 with fear. You get maybe 10 feet up, and the rope, the stalagmite where the rope is tied off,
I knew that shit was coming. You
begins to crumble a little bit, and as you feel the rope budge a little bit, and then it goes completely slack as you fall down to the ground. It's only 10 feet, so only 4 damage.
Damn, this fat ass broke this rock. Samlin, would you take a look at that?
I swear I'm gonna fucking slap you.
You wouldn't have even heard that. You wouldn't have even heard that. You down there.
Above board, I did. Okay. Let's try that again. As I see the rope, circling down like fucking honey when you drip it, it makes a little circle down.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll just gather it in my bag and what can I do? Just climb, I guess. You said it was 100 feet up? No.
I don't think we had established the height of this. I'd say maybe 50, 60 feet.
50?
Yeah. Definitely harmful and treacherous, but not, crazy.
Not enough to kill.
Can I just boost? Oh no, I cannot.
You can use boost to give yourself advantage. Well, you don't have an ally. I think that's the whole part of the card is the
thinking about it.
You stomp on magpies.
God. Oh, actually, you gave me an idea. What I can do though is give the one end of the rope to Magpie and command her to bring it back to Miss Lowe, so she can find another one to tie.
Go ahead and make your roll.
I can try to command. 19 with fear.
Yeah, so Magpie is able to bring the rope up. Douglas, are you going to tie the rope off?
Yeah, I'm
Samlin
gonna have to
can.
find a sturdier. Huh?
I said Samlin can if you don't want, if you're busy doing something else.
No. I'm
down there playing with yourself.
I'm gonna tie the. Well, no, I'm just rolling on my die.
I know.
I'm gonna tie the rope off.
All right. So you found another stalagmite. This one looks a little bit thicker, maybe a little sturdier.
Hopefully.
Go ahead and roll a finesse.
Does Magpie stay with us, or does she go back?
Or should just say, "Oh, I crit double 2."
Oh, I just rolled a
Yes.
double 2. Nice.
So, Joe, wait, you both crit?
Yeah, we just
For
rolled the
what?
same thing.
Okay. So you tie the rope off, clear your stress, mark your hope.
I
What
forgot
was
to
your
do that
roll
earlier.
for, Baguette?
For climbing up?
Okay. And you would have had advantage as well because of the rope, but regardless, the crit, you know. With that in the rope, you are able to make your way up to the top. Oops.
And I see that the stalagmite felt, down. And I look at it and I kind of glance at Mislo and then turn my head around real quick.
And so you have ahead of you another dark tunnel. But I think we'll stop for tonight. Because I'm
Sounds good.
super tired. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment,
Yeah.
subscribe. Subscribe to Tuglo, follow Tuglo.
Peace out, fellas.
Baguette, thanks for hanging out, as always.
Pleasure.
But we'll
Yeah,
catch y'all
buddy.
next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.